Today I'm going to be testing 3 of the best distance track spikes of 2024 to see which one's the best. I have high stakes as I'm racing a 10K in just 4 days. Let's get into it. All right, the plan today is to try each of these spikes out and at least 1 rep of the workout. The workout today is going to be a mile breakdown. That's a 1600, then a 1200, 800, and then usually 1 400, but today I'm doing 2 400s. Here are the spikes I've got lined up for today. ASICS Metaspeed LD spike, the Adidas Avanti TYO spike, and the Nike Dragonfly. I know what you're thinking, but I'm missing maybe some of the other big spikes. I would have loved to have the On distance spike, maybe also the New Balance, but this is what I got today. After some quick research, these are the ones I think I'm most likely to want to wear, so I'm gonna give these a try. All right, so here's the plan. After giving each of the spikes a little bit of an evaluation, I wanna give each one the best chance possible that I will be liking the spike. I have to choose one by the end of this video. I'm gonna start off with the longest rep in the ASICS Metaspeed LD spike, and that's because it looks to be the closest to what a super shoe or road shoe or just a regular flat would look like, having all of this extra padding. In fact, it doesn't even have actual metal spikes. It just has this kind of this plate here, and it's got a bunch of jetted studs coming out of it. So mile in these. Next most cushioned looks to be the Adidas Avanti TYO. The difference with these, they do have a good amount of thickness and cushion, but they do actually also have slots for metal spikes. I'll be popping those in and giving these a try on the 1200. For the 800, I'll be in the classic Nike Dragonfly. These seem to be the most aggressive of the 3 spikes I've got today. And then after I've tried all 3 spikes, I'm going to pick my 2 favorite and duke it out with the final 2 400s, some quicker speeds, and see which one comes out on top. Let's get into it. Holding the camera for me today is Tripid. Get these ASICS spikes on. Fit good. Seem to fit true to size. I'm a size 10. All right, if anything, they're a little bit snug, but overall, I feel pretty good. Heel comes up kind of high, though I'm not feeling it so far. Yeah, these really don't feel much like spikes. They kind of just feel like miniature versions of road race shoes, to be honest. They're kind of sweet. I'm anxious to see if these will really dig in. Kind of feels like I'm on top of the track, but they feel pretty good. Wow, for a spike, that's interesting. There's a lot more cushion than I'm used to for wearing a spike. All right, here we go. This is a 1600. I want to be shooting for about 68s, 69s, depending on the wind and how I feel. No. All right, well, the wind kind of blew that over. Needless to say, it was tough in those conditions. It's really windy. That was a 435, running about 69s on every lap. Overall, I like the cushion on these things. They have a lot more cushion than I'm used to for a track spike, which I love. However, the plated spike does not dig into this track. Maybe it's just the track that's too firm, but I'm definitely concerned about that. I feel like I'm losing just a little bit of traction, but let's move on to the next one. All right. Feeling a little stiff today, but as you can tell by the camera falling over, that was an intense headwind that hit me on this home stretch. Certainly playing a role here. All right, time for the Avanti TYOs from Adidas. These ones definitely fit a little bigger than the ASICS did, and I would say if you've got a small foot and you're worried about things fitting too big, you could probably get away with a half size down. They seem to fit pretty good. Still got a nice hold there. The upper seems comfortable. Let's give them a test run. All right, I think my mic died. Giving the Avanti TYOs a try now. They definitely fit a little bit bigger than the ASICS, but we're gonna give these a test run. Okay, that wind is brutal. Just the existence of the spikes being in the shoe, it feels like I have less cushion just because I'm not getting on my heel as much. It still feels really nice. That wind, so that was tough. 327, 69s for that lap. I think this track is a little hard, so I can really feel the spikes underneath my feet. On this track, I wasn't a huge fan of that, but again, I think it's because the track is hard. Besides that, when I was getting tired and falling back on my heels a little bit tired, the foam feels really responsive and nice. Definitely more twist and flex in these shoes without having that rigid plate holding it in place. I just wish I could try them on a softer track. All right, let's slap on the Dragonflies and get into that 8. Trying on the Dragonflies again. It's been a couple of years since I've worn these. They definitely fit more snug than the Adidas, a lot more similar to the ASICS. If anything, even slightly more snug than the ASICS. Again, I'm a size 10 and it seems to fit just fine. Having the full plate under the spike makes a massive difference. These shoes feel way better than the Adidas in terms of what the under my foot feels like. I'm not looking to do anything crazy. If I can run 67, 68s, it'll be fine for this one. Sort of hate to say it, but these are way nice. I forgot how much I like them. That was a 212. 66s, I definitely felt the easiest. Right now, I'm kind of between Dragonflies and the ASICS LD, so I'm gonna be running the next 400 in the Dragonflies, and then I'll switch back over to the ASICS for the last one. 400 in the Dragonflies. .62, got the ASICS back on, last 400. That's a wrap. 62 in the ASICS. I think I've gathered all the information I need to make a good decision on what spike to wear and how they feel running fast paces on the track. So from worst to best, in last, the Adidas Avanti TYO. Really, the thing that killed me with these was they don't have a spike plate underneath. It's just kind of got this ribs here, and then of course these energy rods underneath embedded in the foam, and I can just feel the spikes too much on my forefoot. So maybe that could be fixed with shorter spikes or taking the spikes out altogether. I still really like them, good cushion. I like how flexible they are. The soft foam, this is like my favorite super foam on the market. 3rd place today. And in 2nd place today, the Nike Dragonfly. When I first put these on after the 1200, it was like night and day. Being able to have that full nylon plate underneath the spikes made a massive difference. I loved it and was able to really roll on that 8. But boy, I'm glad in the end that I put the ASICS back on. Today, they are my number 1. They have the most cushion for me. It's gonna be great for the 10K. And as it turns out, I was able to run just as fast in a 400 in these as I was in the Nikes. Now, of course, it wasn't blistering fast. I got some ripping headwind today. As of right now, if you're gonna ask me, this is my ratio of choice going into the weekend. Fun fact too, if you're watching this early enough, you can find these on massive sales right now. I bought these for $52. Running Warehouse had a sale for 70% off, and then they're also marking them down 25% for all track spikes, marking this down from the high point of 225 bucks all the way down to 50 some dollars. So yeah, that's my choice for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this is able to help you. Subscribe if you want to see how that 10K goes. See you in the next one.